I'm going to read from two sections. They're both linked poems, so they don't have titles in between. So, Apothecary. I take that back. Actually, Apothecary does have titles. Paraffin and palm-spilled salt. A bitter of angelica and artichoke with carbolic strengthens and pacifies her body. Or, 6 pence spent brings up a black sweat and blister pops by tonic and suction cups. She's not bilious, but swollen lymphatic. Cracked rib cage filled with paraffin and palm-spilled salt. She's undressed and under wraps. Oh, spirewort. Oh, collywobbles. A rapscallion pins her down. Posset a foxglove. Red stripes and white, buckle-strapped with humbling chair, hoodwinked and goose-flesh bristling. Her eyes twitch a dream of the tree killer. Torn holes and poison poured to the roots for a view, trees dying where they grow, moon slit slipping in and slipping out of gaunt pine, star whirl, mane whip. Her petticoat in a midden heap, foxglove sleep on a merry-go-round behind barbed fences and ivied walls. Decoction of sassafras. Throat seized with strychnine and hot sassafras. Powdered seeds of his humbug tree. Not bear paws hobbled after a coon-masked dance, not bear meat as bear bait, but rouge spots rubbed into her cheeks by a charlatan panderer. Thin man with a broken accordion tips his top hat toward her and bows. Tincture of mandrake. Black bile and melancholy before a sponge soaked with mandrake, or hemlock held over a mouth and nose. Twilight loosens her body, barbiturate release. Before Sir Letty and Beanie and the dog catcher struck, a dog roped and current through a frantic heart and a sectioned brain. Trust in me. Unguent of buckthorn. She's cut back buckthorn, she's unbidden husk and fallen seed, she's wormwood, she's beehive and thistle, she's bramble, she's oak burl, she's bone fused, she's withered branches suspended by chains, she's nightshade and a numbered grave. Paste of bear paw, deer throat, fox claw, bear paw, sparrow skull held between fingertips, sun-bleached cleft of a white-throated scapula. How human this, held. Tender lip split, blood drips, cracked sternum and floxcaw, bear paw, deer throat, sun-bleached cleft of a white-throated scapula, sparrow skull held between fingertips. A lectuary of vetch. Forget his dithering at her lich gate, his fine skittish twitch. Forget his underbelly scent, his soothing hands. Forget his collecting jar, net and ether, burned barrel and abandoned shack. Forget her peck marks and claw bites, pushing wings, wet slur of vetch. Forget her torn clothes and mud-slung tracks. Seraphim. Sepulchral angel. Sweet pea petals fall and press sunlight onto her closed eyes. Phial of morphine. He seems nice. No, not nice. Kind. No, not kind. Humble. No, not humble. Meek. No, not meek, quiet. No, not quiet, reserved. No, not reserved. Taken aback. No, not taken aback, angry. Yes, he seems angry. He prefers a short skirt against bare leg, a rabbit in her lap, a tattoo above her right knee. Faith in morphine, not God, a long list of lovers, delirious injections, a sequence of broken glass, car crashes, the air in her room, stale smoke. Yes, it was such a nice day. She was right to be wary. Phantasmagoria. Buzzing overhead, stark wired, up there, his hanging light scalded hum. Car struck hind plank, flame sweat, staghorn sumac, lost bee swarm, burr hole, his scalpel in through a left eye and up to a frontal lobe. The static arc from the empty chamber of his heart, her house uphill, her unmade bed. Augury of crow before trepanning, or scintilla of cinquefoil, sinew stretched. Before bone burrow, new bit between her teeth, needle in her upper lip, and a second in the vertex of her scalp, until her burnt hinge of mothball, a locked door, behind or in the darkness of a crawl space to a briar patch. If her bed was empty already, when the worm twisted and twisted under wet gauze, ate all but for her live flesh after his footsteps came upstairs. Nettle whipped to a muscle twitch and a kick, or her jaw clenched and trismus to a salt lick blue until a catatonic hum and switch clicks and reflects her cornea lacking. Slit of lid. Eye lash, eye stroke, wet oubliette hole filling in, catacombed where she half slept, unwatched and bleach drunk, she, eye, clasp an ivy strand of hair, a penny from the wall. Twined, trust, dilated, light blinded by the lift of the keyless latch, floor pressed and false sucker numbed, an incubus susurrates with a red apple and an open palm, she unswallows him. I in relation to, I in a different way, I in whole or in part, my sugar cube in her mouth keeps his taste away. Black-eyed Susans. Meadows of. No, there was wind and there were waves of. Yes, she remembers a lake, a cold lake, a creek to a lake. No, it was a runnel of eaves. Yes, it was cold under the eaves. No, it was cold under water. Yes, there were waves upon waves of cold, and she was swimming, and she was swimming, and she was swimming away from the shore. Clamoring bush blind, bluffed by hush breath, huffing his punch-drunk throat scent, or underside, bare skin, stroked along the cut line, unbeckoned, slack-sashed, kneeling with trickles of shame sweat, or snail slime, not her lush rustling, but a briar body raw and unsnugged, clambering unbuttoned, murk stumbling from lake splayed ferns, lapped bracken, lapped talathane, halcyon, her chloroform stained summer. This is magic. Okay, so it's the last poem. If lithium brought a calming effect, or if he were not he, if he, you, the school director's boy, or if she, I, tied to hooked beam, if she, I, and wrist twists and rope burns, or if she, I, by horse straw, or if you flipped the matchbook in your hand, if you would have just talked and not held me down, if she, I, were not I, but you by those ivied walls. Thanks very much.